The thing that freaked me out, and I almost committed suicide after I realized that Mandela's effect was real, because it was so disturbing for me that everything is surrounding me had changed, and that things were still changing, and realizing that this is a complete holographic universe. It was C-3PO from Star Wars. Now, I have always known C-3PO as being fully golden. He was always golden, one color.
Yep.
I watched all the movies. I never missed a detail. And then all of a sudden they start talking about C-3PO has one silver leg. Like his right leg is silver. I'm like, his leg was never silver. And so I started pulling up, little excerpts on Star Wars on YouTube, and seeing, C-3PO now has got a silver leg. And I'm like, what the heck? They did an amazing job CGIing these movies to make it look like he has a silver leg. He never had a silver leg. But then it started showing up more and more that all the movies show clips that I was seeing was the same thing. And I even saw somebody who had a 1980 copy, VHS or beta copy of the original Star Wars. He puts in the video. You're watching him put the video in to watch it, and here's C-3PO with a silver leg. And I'm thinking, okay, the only way for me to know for sure that something has changed, because I have got my trilogy of Star Wars on VHS, dated 1991. And I watched them with my children back in 2012 when they were old enough to have the Star Wars experience. We sat down and we watched the movies together, and there was nothing wrong with them. C-3PO looked normal. And I decided, okay, the videos are down in the basement. Let's go put them on and go watch it. I put the videos on, and I am absolutely shocked and floored. All my movies have changed. My physical movies had changed. He now had a silver leg. I have Star Wars trading cards that I got in 1980 when The Empire Strikes Back came out. I ran and I found those cards, and I found the card that I had as C-3PO. He has a silver leg in my card. The timelines have changed. Now get this, Jimmy. It's not the first change that's taken place with C-3PO. He's actually changed 3 times in the last year. Not only does he have a silver leg, but now he has an antenna that sticks out of his forehead that's about 2 inches long. Right here.
Apparently he's always had that. Yeah, coming off where he's got the seam at the top of the head.
Yes.
Coming up there. Apparently that's always been there.
It is now in this timeline. He never had a antenna sticking out of his forehead. I know the movies, and I found my trading cards, and my trading cards have changed, because there's one scene where he's on the back of Chewbacca when he's broken in pieces, and he's got this thing sticking out. I'm like, you never had that before. But that was new. That just happened like last year. Guess what? C-3PO has changed again. He changed again back in October. Now, his palms are black. His palms are black now.
Yeah.
He keeps changing. He never had black palms.
All of a sudden it just changed. What is going on? I just can't explain this. If anybody has an explanation for me, like personally, I think it's, people in high places working with some pretty dark powers and changing stuff, and they're trying to group us into sections, trying to group us into factions. There's people who pay attention, there's people who pay attention to detail, and there's people who expose those details. There's people who expose these liars, people who expose the elite and everything that's going on. And then there's people who kind of see it and hear it and kind of believe it, but they don't care. And then you have the people who just totally shut off. Or, no, that's the way it's always been. Or
a specific camp of people whom see the Mandela effect, but they don't understand what difference it makes. I find a lot of times when I'm proposing the Mandela effect, without even using that terminology, just asking the basic questions, right? How many people were in the Kennedy car? What is FDR? Franklin, what is it? Roosevelt? Those are the main 2 that come to mind. Anyways, if they see the Mandela effect, then it's acknowledged, they remember it the other way, but then they ask the question, what difference does it make? And I think that's like one major buffer zone, for lack of a better analogy, between the cognitive dissonance towards the Mandela effect, if you see it, compared to those who are just affected and see it and go with it.